because we wanted, at the end of the day, I mean, this is Nigeria, and we wanted to represent the three major, the three major tribes were represented, and all the tribes were represented in the office, just to let you know that we all go through similar problems. We're one people, trying to achieve same goal. We might be when we have diverse cultures or diverse tribes, we're all trying to achieve one thing, and the one
survival.
Yeah, that's it. We're all trying to survive in our own little way. We're all trying to achieve that one thing. So that's what we decided to just, create that mini, if I can call it a mini Nigeria.
It was a mini Nigeria.
Yes, exactly. So that's what we decided to create, a mini Nigeria in a reception room. Yeah.
Okay. Femi, let me ask you.
I'm sorry. I saw a scene there with you opening your eyes at them. What were you saying to them?
I was disturbing me now. I told him, I said, listen, if you decide to stay here, Oyo is your case, so you better go home and come back tomorrow. Yes. Because it was stressing me out.
The minister has gone.
He was gone for the day, so he's gone. All of you just disappear from the office and let me go home and go and nice myself up, please.
Yes. Femi, I remember just in this set some weeks back, and Alera will back me up on this, we had Norbert Young, who was talking about the fact that sometimes, or probably a lot of times, Nollywood is how not to make films. But this isn't Nollywood. How not to act. Nollywood acting is how not to act in films. And when you look at this, would you say this is a typical Nollywood film, or this is several steps, several ladder rungs above what is the standard in Nollywood?
Well, he was produced in Nollywood, but I don't think it's a typical Nollywood film, Nollywood storytelling. A lot of us who came on set had to learn the techniques that the director specifically wanted to create. I mean, you had to be on that set to see how Mildred Okwo's exactitude. I mean, she was really, really very precise about what she wanted and what she didn't want. And I think that it wasn't really because she wanted to be difficult. It was because she wanted to take us to a different place, let us see a different perspective. Not to say anything was wrong with the old. We're growing every day. And you must see that element of growth in the work.
You've been in several films, Femi. You've been in several films, and are you able to compare and say that this is one film where the position of the director was that clear to the point where you just couldn't possibly miss it?
It was one thing I totally appreciated was the clarity, what the director wanted. I mean, through the line. I'm not even talking about, from casting, how I made it into the film in the first place. I wasn't really known. It wasn't that I'd done a lot of work that she'd seen. It was because of her vision that she was able to pick me out of the crowd. I mean, really.
You got it on merit.
I got it based on the vision she wanted to create. So she was quite precise. I can name 25 actors right now who could have been in that role. Really, typically. But that she picked me should tell something that Femi, there's something she really wants to create with you.
That you can deliver.
Yeah, he brought something fresh to the table. Sorry, what?
Was she difficult to work with? From your perspective, not from anybody else's.
He will not tell the truth.
No, I must say, brilliant people are difficult people. It's not. To create brilliance, you have to take people away from their comfort zones and create a new place where they're not comfortable.
Yes.
So you think, recently we shot the last few footages of it. I was quite frustrated. She said, Femi, no. I said, okay. I tried again. We shot it like 20 times. She said, Femi, no, that's not you. That's not what I want. That's not exactly what I want. That's not the marketing I'm trying to. No, that's not it. Because
he's doing it so well. He's doing her so well.
Femi, calm down. She's that artistic. Really. I don't have infinite energy. I have to be frustrated at some point.
She loves actors, and I think it takes someone who loves actors to be a good director, because each actor's strength.
Yes.
You know when
And
they're about to cheat and their weaknesses. Exactly. You know when they're about to cheat, you know, and you can stop them right there.
She's shouting at you, screaming, the next minute she'll come and meet you.
Yeah, exactly. So she has, she creates that balance, you know. When it's time to be tough and listen, you need to do this.
It's my movie. Don't spoil my movie.
Absolutely.
Fun working.
Had you worked with her before?
No, I'd never. I knew her, but I didn't know what she was like to work with.
So what was it like working with her?
She, in truth, they say that acting is reacting. She made us see that you had to listen to your co-actor.
Yeah.
Yes. When you listen, it comes naturally to react.
Yes.
You don't have to go, speak to me, please.
Yes, and you have to understand.
Say something to me now. Just say something. Oh, I'm fine.
You see? Because she didn't listen. She's only just waiting to say her line.
To say my lines.
Yes.
Now,
see,
if I
exactly.
listen to her and you say something, please say something else.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just tired.
You see, they're two different.
This is what Norbert was talking
That
about.
is what I was talking about.
You know, and then you have to understand the lines you're saying.
You need to understand.
And because when you understand the lines you're saying, you can understand the reaction that goes with the lines.
It would just
comes
come
naturally.
You become.
Yes, and that is what she's about, really. That is what Mildred, of course, about as a director. I mean, she brought out all sorts of acting demons inside me. I did not know existed. Have you seen Clara Ekeba?
No, that one.
Did you find Rita Dominic in Clara Ekeba?
We came out of the movies yesterday.
Kudos, Mildred.
We came out of the screening yesterday, and someone was standing next to me, and later left. We talked for about 10 minutes.
You didn't know it was you,
and then didn't know it was me. That was
exactly.
Brilliant. Yes.
All the major characters were created.
Yeah. Somebody actually asked, I think after the premiere,
Absolutely.
said, "Are you really sure that was Rita Dominic? Maybe there's somebody else." Or is she very alright? Maybe she has psychological problems because I can't mark that.
She's bipolar.
She's bipolar. Because this is Rita. I mean, and then this woman. Oh God. Look when they watch her more. Look when they watch Rita because people like say something they worry.
You do know that they say
that is acting.
That is acting.
Being an actor.
That is what it is to step outside the box.
Step outside yourself.
Sure, exactly.
And portray somebody
Thank
else.
you. Where on the character? That is what
crazy.
I think that is what acting is.
Let's find out from Linda because when I saw the premiere, when I was at the premiere, my thought at that point was, this is an extremely.
Will you stop rubbing it in that you were at the premiere and I wasn't?
Why did you bring her?
Well, I don't know. Where were you that Friday night?
Would you stop rubbing it in?
It was a Friday.
I remember.
night.
Yes,
it was a
indeed.
Friday night. Yes.
I'm not following you. Thank you.
Nice one. High five.
Now, Linda, I was going to ask you. It's not the typical comedy that you find in Nigeria. It's so different. What is it that makes it so different? For those who haven't seen it and you want them to come and see it, to see the difference, what would you be saying to them?
Rita had already said something like it's a movie that's talking about everything that is happening in Nigeria, the government, romance, but they're telling you a story of how the government react to people, how people react to how the government react to them. But in the same way, it's not in a serious light, it's in a joking way. So you have to see humor in it, even if they are telling you the truth. You have to see humor in what's...
And try to project the image of the Nigeria we want in a light-hearted way.
Yes.
So that's
And without the violence, a lot of films in Nigeria, it's either juju or violence, and you suddenly find one that there is not that violence, there is not.
You have
Even the boyfriend of Linda.
my gorilla.
Gorilla.
Juju is our culture. I have no problem with it.
Let's be honest here. I mean, I can understand you saying it's they tell a lot of stories that has to do with juju and blah 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 blah. We're Africans.
It's embedded in us.
It's an African thing.
Yes, it is.
However, maybe what you should say is maybe the way the story is told.
We will improve in telling us.
Have you seen Figurine, the film Figurine? Figurine had something to do with jazz, something like that. But look at the juju. But see how it was told.
Yeah,
It's in the telling.
It's in the telling.
You see, because we're Africans, these things.
People worship.
We can't change the stories.
Yeah, exactly. The worship.
We will improve in the way we tell them.
They worship Bolango as well.
There you go.
Minister worship her.
Nice one.
Now we know what to press you most.
These things exist. It's just, I think is in the telling. That's what's
Yes,
important.
it is.
Yeah.
It's in
So,
the telling.
okay, let's talk about you individually now as actors.
Jake.
I don't like this.
We don't want to talk about you.
Okay,
We know too much about you already.
Hallelujah.
So just bitch. What was her name again?
Clara.
Bitch Clara.
Yes.
Please just
Thank you. I will
move
sit
over.
down.
Now, Bolarinwa.
Yes, let me take the front seat.
You get to eat.
No wonder the poor minister fell.
Someone's telling me she's falling.
Now, tell us about you and your acting career.
Wow. The story. It came. It just happened. Acting just happened for me. But it's funny because first time I ever worked in a film set was 1996, 97.
It's a long time ago.
Yes, it is. But because I had no faith in the industry, like my friends like to tell me,
Yes, you did
Okay.
I ran away.
Run away to go and do
Chicken.
what?
I became a banker.
it. Chicken.
And then
Chicken down. I like to use the word chicken.
And then I was a banker. Or I worked in a bank, I put it that way. And then I had a brief stint with TV as well, radio as well, the fashion industry. And one day, like 5-6 years ago, I get a script, I look at it and I say, okay, let's try this. And I tried it.
I take it you don't work in the bank anymore.
That's stifling.
How many years?
I see the life. This is the life. I get to be a banker, a doctor, a psychopath.
all kinds of
I get to
things.
be everything.
Yes.
And so it's the one
Instead of
who
just
made
being a banker.
I have a license to be anything. I have a license to be mental and
this
get
medium.
away with
Not
it.
to be saying
Through
it
this.
well.
Hey, it's insanity and sanity now. Calm down.
Yeah.
Sanity is becoming your normal, you know.
I will take you down. You know this, right?
So you have left banking forever,
Forever,
For
yes.
a long time.
and you
Not
have now
until
found your
a
love,
character. My passion, yes. This is my passion.
and you're loving it.
I am loving it. I'm still in love with it.
She comes alive. Really comes alive.
I do.
I speak as a director.
Much more than this.
But that's because, you come to that because you have a passion for it.
Yes, I do.
Oh, Mr. Jacobs is now a director. Okay, tell us about your career as a director.
Hey, Jesu.
Oh, really?
You just said you were a director when you were talking to her.
No,
just now.
we don't have enough time because it's still a dream, you know.
It's a
It's a dream. Why dream small if it's a dream? Dream big.
That's the whole point.
That's the whole point of dreaming. Dream big.
Okay, which other films have you been in, Femi? Which other films have you been in, and how did you get into being an actor?
There's no way to tell my story. There's no way to tell my story without coming through as coming across as someone who's confused. But
You're allowed to be confused.
Go ahead
You're
then.
allowed, please be confused.